Thanks for coming to watch my video. This video is about some work I've been doing on my shuttle bus that I'm converting into a camper, and I'm building shelves and a bunch of other things. And my name is Doug, and my channel is at Tramp Traveler. That's youtube.com/ at Tramp Traveler. And I'm going to take you out to the shuttle bus and we'll take a look at some of the work that I've been doing, and I'm kind of proud of it. So come with me. Yeah, I've been busy. Built some racking above the kitchen sink. Painted the trim black, and the racks are white. These that you see up here are a bit grungy from being outside. I got to wash them. But that'll give me some real good storage up there for light stuff. And then I build them all the way along here too. All the way along. All the way from one end to the other. That's a lot of work. Many days. And several days of just painting, because you can't get anything that's white black, and you can't get anything black that's white. So yeah, been busy. I love it. And I'm running some cables up in there, which will come from that switch panel up here and run all the way to the front for cameras and monitors for backup, and for inside and outside. I've got a 4-camera actual security system, which I'm going to have 2 of those on the outside back corners facing forward, one on each side, so that I can see my doors on both sides if someone's up there banging on them and I'm in bed. And then I'm going to have one right over the back here, up high, pointing down at my little trailer that I'll be towing, so that I can see if someone's messing with that. Of course, my bed is right across the back here. You can see the center part of it is tipped up. But I'll be able to just bang on that window and scare intruders away if they're messing with stuff on my trailer. And then there'll be another one back there that's just purely for a rear view mirror type of thing. And that's going to have a pretty good distance on that one, because I want good clarity on that color. But the camera that's going to be pointing down at the trailer's got sound. I'll be able to hear someone back there. I won't be able to talk to them, but I can hear them, and they'll be able to hear me, because I'll be just inside this wall here, bumping on it. And then, so there's going to be 2 cameras up high, one for rear view and one for keep an eye on my trailer. One on each back corner there pointing forward. That's what, 4. And I'll probably have one down on my generator box pointing right down at my hitch. So when I'm backing up, I'll be able to see that hitch really good, know when to stop. Because otherwise, I don't have 2 people, someone to be watching for me. And then I'll probably have a couple of cameras on the outside facing the rear, so that if I'm backing up, I can see better. I've got mirrors, but I want something that's towards the back corners, so I can see wide angle behind me as I'm backing up, both wide away from the bus and close up behind it too. Then I'm going to switch you around here, and I'm going to shoot right over the top. Get my hand out of the way. Right up above the driver's seat, there's going to be more monitors and camera. Well, a monitor, and then of course another one of those security cameras can be facing towards the rear, towards my bed, I think. I might just face it out the door that's over here. I don't know. We'll see. But I've got 4 cameras for that system. And that's a recording system too. But the right above my mirror there, or right on my mirror, my finger all the way again, I'm going to have the monitor for, that'd be a full size 13-inch monitor, big one, for looking behind me. And then some smaller cameras for the different directions and stuff. But the cameras up front here, or the monitors up front here, pretty much going to be for when I'm backing up. But I've got a switch panel, so I can switch between 3 other cameras to be able to look in 3 different directions, dedicated to each camera if I want to on that big screen. And so I'm going to be cameraed up pretty good. That's a good thing. Anyway, I'd been having cataract surgery, and I got my glasses in today, and went for a long drive and worked pretty good. But when you're walking, you feel like you're always stepping off a curb. So I'm not quite used to them yet, so I quit wearing them. I can see pretty good without them now, but those are good for driving. And I got the old-fashioned kind, like back in the 50s, with the black up top and then a wire around the bottom. You'll see them one of these days. I'll put them on. Anyway, I've been doing a lot. Let me show you some other. Put in a wash machine. Yes, sir. Top load wash machine. That'll run all of its cycles. And I'll be able to hook the hose right out that window right there and spew the dirty water right out there, the rinse water. But I also installed a lagoon table. That silver thing you see there. That swings around all the way from over here, all the way around in front of the stove, 2-burner stove. And adjusts up and down. Where you see my tape measure up here, I've got a 2-foot square piece of 3/4 inch plywood. But I'm going to trim that down a little bit. It's going to be 2 foot by probably 16 inches. Because I want it to be able to sit flat against this countertop when it's up over this way. And I can swing it around and have it flat against this counter over here when I've got it over there. Help me, so I got a little more room when I'm cooking. But also, this lagoon table will be able to swing around here because right in here is where I'm going to have my recliner. Recliner back is going to be here, and the feet will go out into this handicap ramp, handicap lift. So I'll be able to stretch out full length across my shuttle bus. I've been running the diesel heater. That's this red light up here, and right below that is the control panel for that. I keep on keeping that red light on. That tells me I've got power to the diesel heater. It just draws almost nothing, so I'm not worried about that. But the neighbor called me from quite a ways behind. You can see their house back there out the back window. Called me. He says, "You got a red light on inside your bus." I says, "Yeah, I know." I says, "It's okay. It's showing me I got power to it, to my heater." And okay. Well, I says, "Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you being on the ball and being concerned." But anyway, my house is directly behind. Oh, I told you that was their house. That's my house back there. I've got a remote, and from inside the house, I can turn on the diesel heater out here so that I can have it warmed up because it's been getting down to 30 degrees overnight the last couple of nights. And I'm running this refrigerator down here. Hang on, let me turn you around. Been running this refrigerator down here. It's about a bunch of frozen goods. My freezer in the house is full, but I've got some frozen sandwiches in here and a couple of sandwiches I bought today at Subway. And with it cold out here, the refrigerator doesn't want to run. So the freezer doesn't want to stay cold. So what I've been doing is running that diesel heater pretty much all night. Looks like I got some paint on me. Just made it worse probably. Anyway, I've been running my diesel heater, which is good for it. I want it to be tested out really good, and I got 20 gallons of diesel fuel in that tank down there, so that's a good test for that. And I got plenty of fuel. So far, I haven't had to charge my batteries. I'm running that for 2 nights straight, and it's still showing the same voltage on my thing over here. The blue meter up here, that's a shunt. That shows you what kind of power you're using and what kind of power you got yet. So I've been keeping an eye on that, and just, I don't care, run it, And I've got a 10 amp charger over there to the right side of my bed for car batteries, stuff like that, but it's also charges lithium. And I can put that on there and just leave it on there for a couple of days if I want to, and top those puppies off. I got 600 amp hours of batteries there, 6 big ones. But I've also got the 100 amp battery charger, which I can run off my generator, which is outside of the back window. And it's on a carrier. I'll be able to plug into the side of the bus and charge with that 100 amp. Say if I get my batteries down quite low because I'm not getting a lot of solar, well, I can boost those batteries back up at 100 amps, which is a huge amount of power compared to most things. I mean, your boosters that they use in automotive garages usually are 30 amp for boosting cars to get them started. This one's 100 amp, and it'll run. I mean, it's the battery's okay with that, and so is the generator. So I'm in good shape, and I'm loving it. I just got to get it hung up there, and it takes 8 gauge wire to get down to the battery packs. So still got a bunch of work to do. Like I said, I'll be doing the wiring up through here. I'm running 110 up there. That's that white cord. And then the red and black up there is the 12 volt that's going to go up there. I'm going to have some switches up there and probably a few lighter plugs, like you have in your car dash, that plug in. Used to be you'd light your cigarette off it. But they've got their own little switches in them. But I'm going to try to switch everything as much as I can with a breaker. And then before that, there'll be a distribution block, or after that, be a distribution block. And I've already got that. That distribution block is up here, that brown box up there. Got a bunch of terminal ends, got a bunch of wires for cameras, and more stuff up there. This is all for cameras up there. So I got a lot to do. I'm enjoying it. Oh, one thing that's kind of cool is on this, what do I call that table? Can't remember it now. Luna. I can't remember. Anyway, Loogie or something like that. I can't remember. That plywood is, I'm going to cover that on the top and on the sides with pennies. Seeing as how you can't get pennies anymore, it's getting tough to get them. I'm just buying a couple of rolls from my bank every once in a while. And it's going to take like almost $8 worth of pennies to cover that. But I've always wanted to do that, and I'll use the different colors of them, the bright ones and the darker ones, and build some borders and stuff, make it kind of cool. I seen a floor that someone did once with a bathroom floor. And then I'll probably put the epoxy coat over it so that it can't be harmed with anything. Anyway, that's some of the stuff that I've been trying to do here. So I think I'm going to let you folks go. Oh, I bought another generator too. I bought a Pulsar generator. Now I got 3 of them. If you want to see, I've got way out there, you can see my garden tractor out there, the Husqvarna. And way back behind that by the power pole is a 4,500 watt open frame Wen generator. And that plugs right into the pole for powering a house if I need the house powered up. On the back of my shuttle bus back here, I've got that box I think I've showed you several times. It's clamshell that each half of the top opens up, exposing a generator. And I've got the big Champion one here. Well, it's big in size. It's just a little bit less than the generator, the Pulsar that I just bought. But the Pulsar is they're both inverter generators, which you got to have. The Pulsar is a little smaller package, and it's brand spanking new. It was in the box. I got less than half price I paid for that. I don't know if it was stolen or what, but I bought it from a guy. Still in the box, still all taped up and everything. No gas or no oil in it yet. Brought that home. I've already got broke in. Got her all gassed up, ready to go. But the other one I've got back there is a Champion. And both of them are in that big container box back there. Clamshell. And I think I'm going to sell that Champion because it's a bigger footprint, and it's about 5 pounds heavier, and I don't need heavy, but they'll give me more room inside of that box there too for cans of gas for that generator, so that when I am running it, I can carry enough gas to run it more than one day at a time. So I'm having fun. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and I'd like you to take the time to subscribe. I don't have very many subscribers yet because everybody's not doing it. And I need some thumbs up. I need some comments. And I'll get back with you if you do those things. Typically, and this is what YouTube says, is that people who watch YouTube videos seldom watch them more than 2 or 3 minutes. And, this is a already 16-minute video. And so that means that I'm not getting too many people to follow all the way through. And it's not just me. It's typical of that because we can see how our profile is as well as others, and it says it's typical or not, Anyway, this vacuum I've got there in the sink, that's a regular 110. It's a nice vacuum, but it's bigger than what I want. And I bought 2 12-volt vacuums. They're cheap, like $10 a piece, brand new. And so I'm going to check them out and see which one's got the biggest oomph for sucking power, for cleaning the floors here. And also I give myself my own haircuts with Flowbee. And it takes a vacuum, it sucks the hair up as you're cutting it. If you've never given yourself a Flowbee haircut, look them up. My haircuts, in my opinion, are really good. A little bit, need to be combed out a little bit here. Had a hat on earlier today because it was so darn cold. But, this is about a 2-week-old haircut, and I do it once a month. But it's simple to do. You can do it. I've been doing it now for 6 years. Same setup. And I use my in-house, I got another shop vac inside the house. But, if you're a boondocker, you don't want to be going in and paying a big dollar for someone to give you a haircut. All right, I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate it if you'd subscribe. My YouTube handle is youtube.com/@TrampTraveler. That's @TrampTraveler. If you're in YouTube, just go to the little bubble there where you can type stuff in and do the @ symbol @TrampTraveler. Catch you later. Thank you.